Welcome to Everything Currency. This is a show where we talk about everything currency and mo. I'm your host, Jay, and today I just want to talk about, is there going to be a pump when when people start getting their stimulus checks? Are they going to buy Bitcoin? I have two opinions on this. So there's two type of people right now. There's some people who are actually going through this whole quarantine situation and they actually need that money to pay their bills. They need that money to go ahead and buy food and to buy TP. You know, people got to buy toilet paper. So with that being said, let me hide the street names. But yeah, with that being said, it's like, I feel like a lot of people are going to spend their money on the whole stimulus thing, because I have a lot of friends who hit me up recently and said, hey, when I get my stimulus check, can you show me how to buy some Bitcoin? Do you have any links so if I buy a whole bunch of Bitcoin, you can get some type of profit or something like that? So I have a friend who's normally into music. He's in the music industry, and he said, yo, when I get this stimulus check, I'm trying to just buy a whole bunch of Ethereum. He's like, I already bought a whole bunch of Bitcoin. So the accumulation is already happening. I feel like people are definitely gonna be listening to the narrative now. If they weren't listening to the narrative before, they're gonna be listening to the narrative now for sure, because you see a lot of the stuff that people were talking about actually happening. Like you see quantitative easing like never before. You see stock market crashes. Although, we have this whole quarantine situation to blame, you still see it happening. To me, that's what the bottom line is. So I just feel like you want to be safe. You make sure you don't get the virus. Take care of your family. Wash your hands. Drink your warm liquids and all that good stuff. And you want to make sure you're financially stable to make it through this whole situation that we're all going through. So why Bitcoin? Worldwide, people, it's not only the US. So I saw something about the European Bank, Australian. A bunch of countries are quantitative easing right now because the whole, the economy shut down. Everything is on pause until further notice. So right now they're just using that to go ahead and print money and get whatever agendas they all got going, and get their way and do what they have to do. So me, personally, like I said, two different type of people right now. Talk a little bit louder because I'm on the main street. But two different type of people right now. There's half of the people who need to spend the money and keep their life going, and hopefully this ends soon, and the other half who maybe have some money saved up and this is just extra to them and they're just gonna spend it. And I've been seeing a lot of tweets, a lot of things on Facebook. Like I said, I had a lot of people hitting me up saying, hey, I'm trying to buy some Bitcoin. I don't know what the hell's going on with the government and all this stuff. People are just uncertain right now. So if you look at the fear and greed index, you're going to see that, fear is at like an 11 right now on, as far as Bitcoin is concerned. And that's pretty low, but usually when that happens, you usually see a big swing the other way. And when I look at the charts, I think on the daily and the weekly, you have the MACD histogram is pretty much, aiming towards being, it's going towards a bullish cross. You know what I'm saying? It's going towards being bullish. So you got the halving coming up, which the amount of Bitcoin put in production is going to be cut in half. The amount of dollars being thrown into production is 5 times what it was, this time last year. So, just think about that, not including whatever they're doing in that whole Fed repo market, and all that stuff. So And you can go watch my last video where I was posting up clips about Robert Kiyosaki talking about all this stuff. And watch that podcast on Anthony Pompliano with Robert Kiyosaki, and you'll see that, right now, it's best that you're away from anything that's in the system, that's in the money system, monetary system, because it's pretty weird. I don't want to use the term corrupt, because then people want to call you conspiracy theorists and stuff. It's not corrupt. I don't want to say it's corrupt. I don't know if it is or not, but I don't want to say it's corrupt, but it's weird. Like, we all know that printing a bunch of money is not going to help the situation. You see a bunch of these CEOs quitting and resigning from their positions while the interest rates are at zero, and they're going to have to bring the interest rates back up. And that's going to make a lot of those, it's just a bad situation, basically, put it all together. It's just a bad situation. So a lot of people are looking to invest. There's some of their stimulus money, at least some of it. I would say always stick to the number one rule of investing, which is never invest more than you can afford to lose, and you'll be okay. There are some times when I first got into crypto, I couldn't invest that much, but I still threw a little bit, a little bit. So never invest more than you can afford to lose. That's number one rule right there. If you don't have any other way of making money, I don't suggest you jump into crypto right away. I suggest you learn, and learn how to trade. But in the long term, I think in the next 2-3 years, you might see that just investing in Bitcoin in general is probably a good idea right now. And definitely gold and silver. I got a bunch of silver, a little bit of gold. But crypto is my main thing, and for me, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and definitely I feel Link are gonna do good things, but a lot of other ones too. But those are probably top 3 on everybody's list right now. Definitely Ethereum. So yeah. So this is nice social distancing right there. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about this whole pandemic. Is Bill Gates the savior or what? Or is he the cause? I don't know at this point. I'm just getting my money right, keeping it together, currency collecting, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Is there gonna be a stimulus pump? So this is what I wanted to say about the whole stimulus pump in general. I think it's gonna be a buy the rumor, sell the news. So there probably will be a pump, but if you're like me, you're going to be waiting. Buy it now, wait for it to pump, sell it, because it's gonna dump. There's a lot of whales, and there's a lot of institutional investors who are watching. They know that people are just gonna throw their stimulus money in there if they don't need it, so they're waiting to take it. And what side do you want to be on? Do you want to lose or you want to win? So buy the rumors, sell the news. I'm always accumulating Bitcoin, but for this pump, definitely picking up some Bitcoin, and then gonna go ahead, and I feel like there's gonna be a pump. Maybe they call it the pre-halving pump, but I feel like there's gonna be a pump leading up to this whole everybody getting their stimulus checks. I don't know. That's just me. And then if there is, I want to be ready for it. So it's either gonna pump or it's gonna dump. So you know what I mean. So you just have to be ready for what happens both ways. And I think for me, it might be a pump and then a fake out. I think it's gonna be a pump. That pump's gonna be a fake out. It's gonna be to take everybody who's trying to throw their stimulus money in, and then there might be a pump after that. Just like what happened when the whole stock market crashed and Bitcoin is back up 100% already. So let me know what you guys think about that idea. I think it's gonna pump, stimulus pump, dump, take your money, and then pump. But at the end of the day, we gotta wait, see what the charts say, and make our moves based on that. Never go off emotion, never go off of what you think, just follow the charts. Like and subscribe, turn on post notifications. Till next time, peace.